My name is Stephanie Leguizamon. I work for Miltenyi Biotec, and I support our customers use the CliniMACS Prodigy. Like many of us, my family has a history of cancer. My dad is the youngest of 4, and all of his siblings had leukemia or lymphoma. It started back when my uncle passed away from leukemia. I was only 6 years old at the time. It was very sad. Unfortunately, they didn't have these amazing cell therapies like we have today. So fast forward 15 years, and both of my aunts get diagnosed. They both went through chemo. It worked for one of them, saved her life. And my other aunt had it a little bit harder. She ended up getting stem cell therapy at UCLA. I was really afraid that she was gonna die. But my dad taught me something beautiful. Fear is the absence of knowledge. So I just started researching, what is cancer? What are stem cells? And I fell in love with the cellular world. The stem cell therapy saved her life. It was really amazing. I'll never forget the first time I came back to the hospital and she smiled. Her cheeks are a little bit red, and I talked to the doctors and I was like, this is what you did? You cured her with cell therapy? And they said yes. And right then I was like, that's it. This is what I'm gonna do with my life. I'm gonna dedicate my life to making amazing cell therapies to help people with cancer. I went to Keck Graduate Institute for graduate school, and I got a master's in business and science. I was fortunate enough to take classes in FDA regulation, clinical trial design, molecular basis of disease, and business development. After that, I went to work for Kite Pharma. Over there, I was a cell therapy specialist. I worked in clinical and commercial manufacturing, and it was great because their motto is to cure cancer. So as a cell therapy specialist, for 4 years, I got to execute an FDA-approved cell therapy process every single day. After Kite, I worked at A2 Biotherapeutics as a process development engineer, and that was one of my best experiences. I was able to start from the ground up, helping them take an amazing novel idea from research and turn it into a clinical manufacturing process that they're using for solid tumor cancers. When I was at A2, I was fortunate enough to use the Prodigy. It was just so fascinating, and we were able to use it to make our TMOD platform. And I really developed a relationship with Miltenyi there. I used all of their products, all of their reagents, and I was even working with them to make a CAP, a custom application program. I decided to go work for Miltenyi because I realized I had acquired a really unique set of skills working in clinical manufacturing and then now clinical process development. My team is made up of the most intelligent and creative people that I know. All across the US, no matter what clinical instrument specialist you're working with, you get all of us together. If there's something we're not quite sure of, something we gotta brainstorm, something we've never encountered before, we'll work together to make that happen. Right now, I think my #1 focus is really training a new workforce to be able to make the best cell therapy they can. Cell therapy is a pretty new field, and not everyone knows how to do it. When you make a cell therapy, every move that you make is going to affect if that cell therapy is going to make it to the final product and into the patient. So every time I go somewhere, I always think of that. And I try and pass that along to people so they don't think this is just a job. It's like everything you do really has an impact, and it's gonna change people's lives. Not only that person's life, but their parents, their siblings, their sister. So that's really what drives me every day. And that's my #1 goal right now.